Earlier this year, the Scottish Government began a consultation on tackling loneliness. That's due to report back by the end of the year. According to health professionals, social isolation can be as bad for your life expectancy as smoking. Our reporter Ian Hamilton talked to some older and younger people about how loneliness impacts each generation.
Soy Margarita. Soy Margarita. Soy Margarita.
This is a Paisley-based older people's organisation called ROAR, Connections for Life. They're currently learning Spanish.
¿Cómo se llama?
One of their aims is to combat loneliness, which is indiscriminate of geography, gender or generation.
When you stop work, you just you lose all your workmates, and if like me, you've not got a family in Scotland, then you miss just talking to people.
I've got a reason to get up out of bed now because I can go to the club and meet other people.
And how's that affected your health in a positive way?
Yes. Well, I've got friends now, friends all over, not just your own family.
It's relatively easy for older people to get healthcare intervention, but to try and get some kind of social support is much tougher.
The older people in this room will have had multiple NHS interventions from a colonoscopy to a hip replacement, but we can't get anybody to go into their house to change a light bulb because the services, the handy person services are being cut. The really important things is about keeping people from unintentional harm and keeping them on their feet. Then we can help them to get out.
It's easy to focus on the elderly, but loneliness can also impact on the young. You may have plenty of friends on social media. Doesn't mean to say you're not isolated.
I am lonely. I have been before and I am now because of when I was at school. I got bullied quite a lot, primary and secondary, and that kind of shut me off and I was a bit isolated from everybody else because I didn't feel like I deserved to be friends with anybody really.
I've experienced loneliness in the past because of the fact that I had that barrier between my language, and also because I couldn't really socialise very well because a lot of young people didn't want to socialise with me.
If you're ever in a situation where you notice someone looks a bit awkward, looks a bit like they feel like the odd one out, just include them. You don't have to sit down and have an in-depth conversation about your secrets, but just even saying hello can make someone feel a bit more welcome in a space.
As a society, if we want to tackle loneliness and isolation, it will require a radical rethink for things like public health, housing and town planning.
Ian Hamilton reporting there.